Good day and welcome. Let's go ahead and take a little search into the syllabus. You've had some time to look it over. You've had some time to peruse it on your own. And now I just want to take a few extra moments to walk you through and point out some highlights now that you're acclimated to the syllabus and class schedule. So first and foremost, it's really important for you to see that we've got some tabs up here that you can click on. This is home. This is where you get the bulk of the class syllabus and the class schedule. This is the Writing Center where you get Writing Center information, our PACT, which is our expectation agreement, and then support services. I'm going to go through each one a little bit and give you a little overview let's go ahead and get started. As a reminder, we are a learning community, and what that means is you all together are not only going to take this class online, but you as a cohort, everybody in this class is also signed up for the Information 100 honors class that will begin during week 8, and Professor Linda Martin will teach that class. And what will happen is she's gearing up her assignments to connect with our assignments here so that what you do there applies to what you do here. And so not only are the classes connected because of all of you taking the same class, but it's also connected because Professor Martin and I have worked to coordinate assignments so that you have a seamless transition between classes with assignments, and what you do there applies to what you do here, and what you do here applies to what you do there. So it's pretty cool. There's me. I hope you took some time to read my welcome to you and learn a little bit more about my hopes. This is not only my teaching philosophy, but my life philosophy. I live by my life by this ethic of love, but it also permeates in my academic side as well as all other sides of my life. As you've already noticed, we've got these books, and we'll talk about, these are the books for the class, and we'll look at everything that's listed under monsters. Even if it has an author name, it comes from this monsters book. Andrew Hoffman is the editor who compiled a bunch of writings and readings and poems and chapters from novels and essays from other authors, but they're all contained within this book. So on the class schedule, when it says monsters, all those page numbers and everything come from this book. So please keep that in mind when you're looking at the class schedule. And then we've got Toni Morrison's novel, which is powerful. Please remember, these are my student hours, but I know that your schedules are different. You can meet me face-to-face at that time in my office, or you can join me via Zoom at that time in my office. But please remember, I am more than happy to meet with you any other time. I'm available other days of the week, in the morning, afternoon, evening. If need be, we can make an appointment on a weekend if that's the only time you can meet. I will make myself available. So please do join me with any questions you have. I can look over a first draft, a final draft, multiple drafts. I can help you brainstorm. I can answer any questions, anything you need. And I hope you took some time to read through this because it gives you some good background about where we're headed, more information that I already mentioned about our learning community, so you can keep that at your fingertips. And please remember, Professor Linda Martin is not just your professor beginning in week 8, but she's your professor today, so she can help you in this class or any other class. You've got some information about participation and how you can earn those points. I hope you've taken some time to look over my grading philosophy and how I'm going to do whatever I can to assist you to be as successful as you can. And already, please remember the extended due date policy. There's no penalty for using it. I understand how life can intrude on our best intentions, and I'm not here to grade you on how well you can meet a deadline. I'm here to grade you on the excellence of your assignment, of the depth of understanding that you're exhibiting, the skills that you are showing. So if you need to avail yourself of that extended due date policy, don't feel less than, don't feel that you are anything but as wonderful as you are, and just know that things happen, and I understand that. Here also is just a reminder, when you do use the extended due date policy, that the timing for getting your grades back is a little bit different. But whether or not you hand in things by the original due date or by the extended due date, if you would like something graded sooner than I'm going to have it back to you, join me during student hours. I'm more than happy to take that time and grade something with you. So as you already know, you have access to the reading assignments already on the class schedule. You can get ahead on the reading. Every week, the reading is the first thing that you should do so that you can be successful with whatever activities we have or discussions we have, and whatever we'll do to utilize the information from those readings. So you can always get ahead as well. And so you can take a look at that. We've also got some informal journal assignments. This is really important. Everything we do in this class, especially because it's a composition class, it's to help you with thinking critically, with discovering ideas that you might want to use in your more formal essays, but it's also your discussions, your journal assignments, other writing assignments are intended to assist you with getting ideas, unlocking ideas, solidifying ideas, so that it makes your essay writing easier. You can even pull from these journals, use them as a focused free write of sorts that you can, or a draft for an essay of sorts that you can use later on. And then that brings us to our more formal polished writing in the class, which will be your formal essays. We don't usually have too many quizzes, but I can sort of gauge where you are with things without quizzes. But sometimes in this online environment, having a quiz here or there helps to break up discussion boards and allows you another way to show off what you're learning. You're also going to have a really great opportunity to collaborate with your colleagues for this Marveling at Monsters collaboration presentation, which is pretty spectacular and ends up serving pretty much like your final exam for the semester. This reminds you about attendance, and as long as you're logging in a couple of times a week and spending some meaningful time, you don't need to worry about being dropped, but I'll also always reach out to you before I would ever seek to drop you. And here's essentially, this is tentative, this breakdown, just because I don't know you, you didn't know me, and as we work together as a community, we might change some things around, but this can give you an overall estimate as to how you can keep up with what your grades look like. Similar to the grade breakdown, the class schedule is tentative as well, but this is your best friend, because even before I put out the next week's module, you've got the week, what's happening this week. You've got a weekly overview. This lets you know the sorts of things you can expect to discuss or go over, or what the focus is for the week. You've also got the theme of the week up here. Then you've got your reading due. So these are all the reading that you're doing out of your, if it's on Canvas, that means that it's online. If it's in the Monsters book, like I said earlier, these page numbers are all in the Monsters book. But Stephen King wrote this essay on these pages. Genoese wrote this. Visner, I see an error. Sorry about that. I'll put those page numbers in and get that to you as soon as possible. See, I'm not perfect either, and we can always revise and edit. No matter how many times we revise and edit, we can always do another one. And then you've got assignments. This is when your assignments are due and what sort of writing assignments you might have. And that's how you can sort of work through this. The week, the theme, the activities and an overview of what we'll be doing, what you actually need to do before you do any of the activities and work through the module. So that's from the Monsters textbook. This will be found on Canvas through our site. And then OWL is the online textbook. Instead of getting you another book to purchase, a handbook, I'm using this as the supplemental reading for helping you with writing and things. This is going to be really important for you to look at and see, especially for essay number 1. And then you don't have any, other than the discussion board this week, any assignment of any writing or anything like that. So that's how you read this. Then when you go down, you'll see that I honor diversity. I want to celebrate, appreciate, honor all sorts of identities and the intersectionality of identities. We've got some student conduct information here. Turn it in. Our AI. Please let me know if you have any questions about that. Some really good services with disabled student services. For the Emoja community and some of the other ally items that you see on here, I've actually gone through a number of hours of training to learn about each of these communities and to see how I can respect, honor, and support people who are members of these communities. So please know that I'm a resource for you should you be a member of one or more of these communities. And then also this is some important information that's useful for you as well. Now this gives you more information about our class and the transferability and whatnot. And then you can click right here to go to the Writing Center or use the tab up above. And then the Writing Center. So in addition to meeting with me to go over any writing you might have, you've also got professors in the Writing Center who are more than happy to assist you. And so here's a video that lets you know how to sign up for the Writing Center. Even if you don't go, just sign up so that you can go whenever you want. You don't have to worry about signing up. And then these are the face-to-face. Here are the Zoom. If you don't want to go in face-to-face, we have Zoom meetings. And then our pact. So I think it's really important for students to remember that just like I have expectations for you and your colleagues have expectations for you, you're also allowed to have expectations for me. So I like to start this list off with the different expectations that I think are reasonable for you to have for me. And please let me know if you think there's something that should be added to that list. In addition, here's what your colleagues and I will expect from you, and please let me know again if there's anything you think should be added. You're going to have the opportunity also to contribute to creating some guidelines for how we should interact with each other in this online environment this semester. And so please participate in that as well. In addition to offering you so much support as a professor, you have so many people who are in your corner who want to help you succeed and do everything they can to support you. And we have so many different services at the campus. And what I've done here is I've made a one-stop shop list of almost all, I think I've got all the services that we offer. And in addition to that, I've given you a little glimpse into what those services are, the link to where you can find the website for those services. And one thing I'm really proud of and excited about is that our Hawk's Nest basic needs food pantry has got a permanent space. We have a little grocery mart where you get to go grocery shopping and it's all free. We've also got a boutique with professional clothing for job interviews, for career opportunities, and just if you need it. And then this is alphabetized, but do take a look and see because through this, if there's something you might need or could benefit from, it's all right here. So something that I like to point out, especially for newer students and scholarships, you'll have the opportunity to apply. We have all sorts of scholarships. Please check that out and get some money for here at SCC, but also as you move forward. The Student Help Desk is right here. Also, it's never too soon to start exploring the Transfer Center and what they have available for you. I'm sorry in the back, that's my puppy who's squeaking. You've got the college will actually even host you and take you to see different campuses across the state. So the sooner you get started in exploring, the sooner you can figure out where you want to head next. So thank you for joining me through this little syllabus search, and I'll hope you have a good day, and I'll see you online.